Hey guys, what's up? It's John81 here. I'm going to do another discussion topic video, and this time is going to be, which Dead series do you think should be revived? You know, more than one if you think so, only one if you think so, whatever. You know, you can just list it in the comments, again, make a video response if you like that, but let's get started. I got quite a few here piled up. You already know which one of them is. If you're one of those guys that talk to me on a regular basis or notice what game is mentioned in almost all these discussion topics, you know it's coming up. The Lunar series. Man, this is a good series. One of the best RPG series that we've seen as far as the old school RPGs go. And it had a lot of potential. There was a Game Gear game that was not released here, and I think they were planning Lunar 3, and it just never happened. I think not too long ago there was a DS game, so I'm not sure if this is completely dead, but I mean, regardless, it needs to be brought back. Another one is the Mega Man Legends games. Gotta get this back. You gotta get it kind of like the way that this is the way the 3D Mega Man should be. You know, as I heard, Lost Planet Extreme Conditions is like what Mega Man Legends 3 would have been if it was another Mega Man game. You know, I don't know these. I haven't played the game yet, but you know, seeing as it's supposed to be like that, you know, I should probably go and pick it up. I'm probably going to, but yeah, Mega Man Legends. You guys, if you haven't played this game, you know it gets ragged on a little bit, but it's awesome. Next is Mega Boost. This is probably one of the most underrated games on the PS1, and it's really easy to find. It's like $5, brand new. Actually, still might be in print. I'm not sure, but this is a very fun action shooter game, kind of like All-Range Mode and Star Fox. And yeah, you know, they could have done a lot with this game. You know, I can see it being revived as a PSN game, not a live arcade game because it's made by Sony. But you know, this would be a great PSN game to have. You know, that would be a lot of fun. You know, maybe there could be online co-op or something like that. That'd be sweet. Next is, which is apparently supposed to come back soon, Killer Instinct. If anybody's played this game or the one on the N64, they know exactly what I'm talking about. This is an awesome game based around combos. It's a fighting game that was actually made by Rare, and it was supposed to be Nintendo's response to all these fighting games coming out. You know, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and all that jazz. And you know, they just wanted it. It was kind of like a "oh yeah, me too" kind of deal. But it ended up being excellent, and you know, it's better than a lot of the fighting games that came out around that time. You know, like we had, it was better than World Heroes. I like it more than some of the Fatal Fury games. I like it more than even some of the King of Fighters games. I like it more than some of the earlier versions of Street Fighter 2. You know, as Street Fighter 2 progressed, you know, as I said in my overrated games video. In the beginning, I didn't like Street Fighter 2, like the earlier editions, like the World Warrior and that stuff. But as we went to the Turbo, the Hyper Fighting, and Super Turbo, I think it got better. But yeah, this game really does live up as far as 16-bit fighters, better than any of them do. And actually, on the Super Nintendo, this is some of the best graphics on the Super Nintendo. The next one, as we all love, is Sonic Adventure. You know, because we've been seeing lately there's not real Sonic Adventure games. You know, closest thing we've had so far was, I don't know, Sonic Unleashed, which I haven't played much of. It's probably alright, but I want to see an actual Sonic Adventure game where, you know, you play as Knuckles and dig stuff, you play as, you know, Tails and the Robot and all that stuff. And like having music by Crush 40 again, you know, which is, you know, these games are sweet, and also, you know, they just have that like same like kind of feel as the first two had. The next one I have is Xenosaga. You know, this one died with Xenosaga 3 because Xenosaga 2 apparently didn't sell too well. Xenosaga 2 was already in production, and it was supposed to be a 6-part series. And you know, this could have been awesome. You know, as we've seen, Xenosaga 3, as I've heard, is better than this game. This game is already awesome. And you know, what else can I say? You know, if you haven't played this game, it's like $6. You should get it. And then, yeah, the next one, I picked the wrong game out. of my pile, so I have to cut the camera and pick it up. Alright, so this is the last game then on the list, and that's Star Tropics. This franchise must be revived. I can see it as a weird DS game. Think of it as like, you know, if you haven't played this game, because if you weren't around during that time, you probably haven't played it. Not that many people have gone back and played it, you know, but it's kind of like an old school Zelda with the over-the-top camera, and a lot of people say that Star Tropics 2, Zoda's Revenge, you know, kind of killed it off with, you know, the Sega Master System feel, and how the Super Nintendo was already out at the time, and it was the second to last game released on the NES, first being Wario's Woods. You know, people think that kind of killed the series, and if it was on the Super Nintendo, it could have fixed everything up. I mean, I don't know, but this is an awesome game, you know, and it just needs to be revived. And I mean, it just recently got on the Virtual Console. If anything, this should have been one of the first games on the Virtual Console. It's one of my favorite NES games, and you know, it's just sweet, you know. The music's awesome, the graphics are some of the best on an 8-bit console. You know, the story's pretty simple, but yeah, it's an NES game. What do you need to know about that? The gameplay mechanics feel really nice. It's a good challenge. The puzzles are good. You know, seeing this, think of it. Try to think of this being on the DS or the Wii. Think of you know, with a revamped mic, and you know, and a revamped island, and a new story. It's a new adventure. It's gonna be sweet. Maybe even remake this game on the DS or the Wii as like, kind of like how we've been seeing this HD remix stuff going on, kind of like that. But yeah, this game, you know, what was weird about this game at the time, it was released in America and Europe, but not in Japan. So, I mean, I guess that's another reason why Nintendo didn't do anything about it, because the main market's from Japan. But yeah, Star Tropics definitely. But anyway, guys, this is the end of it, and all that's left to say is this is John Nitty1 out.